In the past year, ARK spent $15,845.66, corresponding to receipts posted by Nicole, myself, Jill, and Chris. These receipts, totaling $3,300, $9,900, $1,300, and $1,400 respectively, came out of our pockets initially because in the absence of external donations, we pay for everything ourselves. Then Benny put up $1,000 towards the tent cover. Anonymous put $1,000 into bus repair. $60 in cash went to Nicole. Yergi put up $700 for gas. All other PayPals totaled $325, and Nicole put in an additional $500 of her own, and Jill's family an additional $600. Then I paid Chris back for his portion, and this is what the breakdown of total donations came out to at the end. Here's a spreadsheet of all of our receipts for the past year in chronological order with a description of each one. You can find these spreadsheets along with all of our past financial information on our website. But for right now, I just want to draw your attention to how they're organized. They're in chronological order, indicating who posted each receipt and what it was for. In this case, the receipts are separated into 3 categories: for personal expenses, fuel, and gear and materials, indicating the 3 categories that we spent the most money on during this transitionary period between feeding refugees in Tijuana and getting ready for our next project. Now here are all the external donations not provided by people working for ARK. This wonderful anonymous person gave us another $1,000 check to help with the cost of repairing the buses. A random person gave Nicole $60. And Benny gave us a $1,000 check after years of his organization, the Piñon Foundation, receiving large donations for us without charging a fee in order to issue that letter of tax exemption. And this is the $1085 that we got through PayPal, including the $700 from Matt Yergi that helped us at a critical moment, and not including the $200 that I returned to Sid and Natty. Here's photographs of all the receipts we received this past year in chronological order according to who posted them. Starting with all of the receipts that Nicole posted. Well, here it is. You've reached the part of the video that is multiple minutes of just flashing receipts. The most diligent among you might pause on each one of them to see that the prices and dates correspond precisely to the spreadsheet that I've provided. But in general, I hope that you recognize that we have the most incredible and radical level of transparency of basically any organization in the accountability of where the money is coming from and what it is being spent on. This accountability and transparency is helpful not only for you, the observer and or possibly donor, but also for us, the people who are conducting the projects. And here's all the receipts that Jill posted. Because beyond just the accountability for the donors, or the observers and the supporters helping us move forward, this level of transparency in this particular format allows us to run multiple projects separated by weeks or hundreds of miles and know that there is no mismanagement or waste or corruption taking place. This level of transparency allows project managers to know exactly what's happening on the ground. And here's all the receipts that Chris posted. And yes, this type of transparency is absolutely scalable up to a high level and could prevent waste and corruption and mismanagement across wide swaths of space and time. You could have each project manager provide these types of mechanisms regularly, but in small compartmentalized doses. And here's all the receipts that I posted. Each transparency report that we post on the conclusion of each project is a little bit different. Sometimes we post a grid of photographs of each receipt separated by category. Sometimes we match the donations directly against the receipt so people can see what their contribution actually purchased. We modify it according to who put in money and what things we accomplished, but essentially the underlying idea is the same. It's possible to consistently and meticulously document what each dollar was spent on and what happened throughout the entire project. It's possible to effortlessly and completely prevent corruption, waste, mismanagement, inefficiency, and greed at all levels of a project. Well, thank you for watching. Please consider donating or otherwise supporting our effort to provide the basic necessities of existence in critical situations around the world. Hello again. I would like to pay particular consideration to Ruth Dickerson, Gary Dickerson, Ken Landfield, and Sue Wolgamuth for their donations back in 2020, because these two checks didn't get accounted for in the financial transparency video that I made last year. Their donations were cashed and spent and were very helpful, but because this photo got misplaced, they were accounted for as part of the $5,000 that I donated that year to the project. So thanks again to them and to everyone else who's donated towards making this project a reality. We really appreciate it.